This man, Friar Lawrence, is innocent.
I beg to differ.
He was only trying to keep the two together and prevent them from committing suicide. According to a testimony given from my client, he was just trying to prevent her from harming herself that day. He just stated for us on that day that he said, "Wait, daughter, I see some hope, but it is as dangerous as the danger we are trying to prevent."
By doing this and making whatever bogus plan up, we ended up with not one, not two, but 3 people dead. Romeo, Juliet, and Count Paris were all killed because of the faulty plan drawn up by Friar himself. When he walked into the Capulet's tomb, he said, "Romeo, how pale he is. Who else is here? What, Paris too? And he's covered in blood?" Friar Lawrence had a risky plan that was put into action, and at what cost, I ask you? He caused 3 innocent lives to be taken because of his complete and utter failure of a plan.
This is an outrage. All of this is speculation. Where's the evidence? I want a tangible evidence, not just your word.
Your Honor, if I may step forward to provide new evidence for this case.
You may step forward to present the evidence. Thank you, sir. The new evidence has been brought to the court before the court with video surveillance. Footage from the Capulet's tomb that will be reviewed. 15-minute recess. The new evidence shows Friar Lawrence going into the tomb, and the audio does support what Attorney Gehrig has stated.
Friar Lawrence did nothing wrong by saying that he was stating a fact that someone was dead, which is what anyone would have done. Friar Lawrence was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. He says, "I'm most suspected since the time and place stands as evidence against me."
Furthermore, during Friar Lawrence's deposition, he stated, "And she who lies dead there was Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their secret wedding." This proves that he went behind the parents' back because he thought it was the right thing when it clearly was the wrong decision, as we sit here with 3 less people because of his actions. Friar Lawrence knew exactly what he was doing and did it anyway. Someone must be punished for these deaths, and Friar Lawrence is clearly to blame, as he himself said, "And if anything went wrong because of me, let my old life be sacrificed some hour before my time, according to the strictest laws."
Closing statements by each attorney, and then we will let the jury reach their verdict, starting with the defense. Nick?
For my final words, all I have to say is that Friar Lawrence was just trying to do the right thing by doing all of this and trying to heal the stupid family feud, which has been going on for so long that the families don't even know what the fighting is about anymore. Before Juliet died, she said, "What is a Montague? It's not a hand or a foot, an arm or a face, or any other part of the man's body." Friar Lawrence is not guilty and should not be to blame for this. Romeo killed Count Paris, so he is to blame for that, and then Romeo and Juliet both committed suicide, which means there is no one to blame. I hope that you as a jury are able to see this and make the correct decision.
I will keep my closing brief and simple. Friar Lawrence himself said he was to blame, and that's all there is to it. If you look at this simple fact of the matter, Friar Lawrence is guilty and should be charged. If he has done it once, he won't be scared to do it again. As you examine the facts, remember, this isn't some small thing. We have lost 3 innocent lives, and Friar is to blame because of the butchered joke of a plan. That's all I have to say.
Now we will dismiss the jury to decide their verdict and assemble when we are ready to announce it. Okay. After much thought and consideration, the jury has reached their verdict, and I will read what they have decided. After reviewing all the evidence and facts, we as a jury concur that the defendant, Friar Lawrence, is guilty and shall be put to death in exactly 2 weeks. There are many reasons for our decision, and one that impacted us the most is when Friar Lawrence said, "And if this went wrong because of me, let my old life be sacrificed." We thought by saying this that Friar Lawrence was acting guilty. Another piece of evidence that was key in our verdict was when Gehrig brought up the evidence that shows Friar Lawrence in the top saying, "And she who lies there was Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their secret wedding." What was Friar doing at the tomb that dreadful day? Was he there to help? We don't think so. Also, he married them when he knew he shouldn't have because it would create more problems and it did. Now they are both dead, with Paris to join them. Lastly, the thing that sealed our decision and made it final was Friar Lawrence in his deposition saying, "And here I stand to charge myself. We are confident in our decision, and we have lots of facts to support it." The court is dismissed.